What is good, my people, my peeps? How are you guys doing this evening, tonight? And happy Sabbath to you all. I wanted to come tonight and give you all a quick update regarding this this case that I briefly talked about that took place on TikTok. A young lady who took her life. Um, on TikTok, and it was on a live stream. And so I wanted to give you guys an update regarding what happened. Okay. So, from what I'm hearing, mm, 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 mm. y'all, it ain't no game out here. Okay. It simply is not a game out here on these social media streets. As you come in the building, go ahead, get the thumbs up, double tap your screen, and hey, subscribe to the channel today so you can get news that you can use, okay? So I briefly have talked about this serious case regarding Riza, who took her life on a live stream after being bullied continuously on TikTok. Okay, well, I have told and forewarned my people, and even if you're not a content creator, but just commenting on content that you may like or disagree with, you have to be careful, right? You have to be careful, guys. And so this young lady had been harassed and bullied on the TikTok streets, and she took her life on live stream, and her harassers and her bullies thought it was a game. They actually took a screenshot of this young lady hanging, and she about it. I mean, they dissected the picture basically on the live stream uh, that her harassers and bulliers had. They had something to say. Well, guess what? TMZ has picked up the story. Hello, welcome in, one and all. Welcome in, Brother Vic. You don't, you got a question? Well, pay attention. Not you, brother. Not Brother Vic. The boogie. What I'm talking about. There you go. Brother Vic was on the live here. Um, welcome in. This young lady she took her life, guys. Okay, on a live stream. Can y'all hear me? Yes. Testing. Okay. All right. There you go. All right. So audio is on. Okay. Let me see something real quick. I wanna let me test one more time. Testing. Can y'all hear me? Yes. Testing. Yeah. Hold on. This is on a delay. Y'all give me 1 minute. Make sure the audio is working. As you come to the building, double tap the screen. Test one more time. Okay. All right, so we good to go. So yeah, so this is just a quick update regarding this situation with this TikToker who actually took her life because of cyber bullying, cyber stalking, and we talked about I briefly talked about this because of um, I was going to do a live stream on it, but the day I talked about this, I was actually talking about gang stalking because I had a comment about, do I still have that up there? About gang stalking. And Beat Up Boogie had mentioned to me, did I hear about the young lady who unalived herself? And I actually had, because I was planning on doing a video about it, and we talked about it a little bit. And so, yeah, TMZ has picked up the C. TMZ, okay? You know who TMZ is. They're always picking up celebrity gossip. all of that jazz. Guess what? The celebrities have becoming the YouTubers, the TikTokers. That's the interesting stories on the street, right? And the people who talked about this young lady actually are hiding now. Okay, they're actually because TMZ picked up the story. And I could go down my archives, my goodness. And I so long, I mean, goodness, how long I've been on YouTube? About, probably 10, probably 13 years. Okay. Um, I've been telling you guys, watch what you say. Watch what you say, because nothing ever gets erased, right? Watch how you act out here in these streets, okay? You're on the clock now. Would you say I work for 988? I'm on the clock now. What is 988? I don't know what 988 is. Tell me what 988 is. Informer system. So I've always said how you better act out here on the internet streets. Um, Especially if you're mean, just mean spirited. You know what I'm saying? Just going at somebody who didn't go after you. And most of it, and let me say this, most of these people just go after folks that did just because. Okay. And so let me cue this up real quick. Go ahead, double tap the screen as you come in the building. We're going to talk about RZA, rest in peace, RIP. Okay. And TMZ has picked up the story, and people are running for the hills, honey. People are running for the hills. So y'all check this out.
That TMZ had picked up that RZA story and saying that it's under investigation tells me everything that I need to know. That's right. TMZ made a post saying that the bullying of RZA before she unalived herself is under investigation. And if you can remember the clips I saw, because I told you I don't follow Mr. TikTok, but the clips I saw, she named 3 different individuals. And she said if something happened to her, this is the reason why. That's serious because actually it came out of her mouth that these people were the reason why she was about to do what she did. Now, I have heard, don't know, but it's saying that people are saying speculation and saying that all 3 of these people that went private on their account. It don't matter how private you go. TikTok got all the information. You well known in the TikTok community. You well known in the community, period. So they're gonna find you. But like I'm saying, when people do something wrong, then they go run and hide. They throw a rock, bust a one out, then go run and hide. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And people still know who do the rock.
Still know who threw the rock.
So, keep doing what y'all normally do. This wasn't serious till life got real, because I bet you when y'all seen that TMZ report and saying it was under investigation for bullying, I bet y'all about to threw up everywhere. You know what I'm saying? You're scared now. You're scared, just like RZA was when y'all was talking about her that day, that night when she did what she did. Now y'all see what she felt like. Y'all don't know which way y'all gonna go. Y'all don't know what y'all gonna do. Scared. You see how y'all feel? Now, that's just how RZA feels.
Okay. So, okay, I see the crisis lifeline. Oh, so that's what was that number? 988, the crisis hotline. Okay. Is that worldwide or not worldwide, state to state? I don't even know exactly where you're located, but I don't know if that's state to state or a global line. But that's good to know. I worked actually for Women's in Crisis when I was younger myself. So I've seen some things, with domestic violence. I even seen it was one man actually had came and was checked into the crisis center. I was I believe around 13 or so when I worked in the women's shelter, the crisis center. So that's good work for humanity as a whole. Shout out to you. Let me give you some shine up here. So this young lady is she's gone, RZA, and so Baby, let me tell you, I told you they trying to fill up the jail cells. I told you. I told you so. I told you these folks gonna try to fill out these jail cells one way or a doggone other. And they coming for your online fake news reporters and try to hide your, just folks just mean any damn way. But let me tell you something. These folks is hiding, honey. Let's get some more reports.
Rest in peace to Rizzy. I hate that it takes these unfortunate tragedies for us to have real conversations. When you got creators like the nosy bystander building your whole platform off being messy, and now you're part of controversy linked to a creator who was cyberbullied and ended up unfortunately taking their life. And now you talking about you need a break and you go and running off the app? Huh? No, don't run.
Don't run.
Come back to this very app that you helped lie on creators, stitch certain parts of their videos to push a narrative. Them same creators could have took their life. They could have took their life too. All right, you've been behind a lot of mess. All right, your whole account is just messy. And then now you want to act as if, you just this innocent person, and, you wasn't laughing at somebody who was on live telling you that they had checked into a mental facility. Like, what would make you think that you should even be playing around with somebody on live who telling you that right now, right at that moment, they are in a mental facility, and part of the issue that they're having with their mental state is TikTok, and you're on there, like, antagonizing it? What would make you think that's a good idea? John just made a video a while back talking about until you've been dogpiled on this app, don't ever speak on it, because you don't know what it feels like to have thousands and thousands of people speaking on you, lying on you, bringing up your personal life, lying about your personal life, bringing your children into situations if you got them, doxing you, putting threats out to you, right? Until you've had.
Let me pause you for a minute, sister. Let me pause you for a minute. That's why I don't play with knuckleheads. You understand me? I don't play with them. That's why I did a public notice. Y'all remember that public notice I did? I don't play around because I don't know the mental, the mindset, the mind state of people. You understand me? You should never. I'm just saying this for everyone. Never underestimate the mindset of people. Okay? And so, with that being said, that's why I put out my public notice. If it's not that serious, don't put out a public. No, if somebody say they coming to Nando, you best believe public notice. Public notice. Contact authorities. Yes, I don't play. Because, see, I'm going to defend myself. You understand? And I'm going to have a running record. You understand? I'm going to have a running record of what has taken place. And see, that is the beauty. That's what I have tried to educate you all on when it comes to these internet streets. Baby, it's like open diary, and that's what I used it for when I had came into the awareness that I was being gang stalked, right? Several years back. And so I was like, oh no. Since this is a digital platform, and I knew back then that this stuff that you could hit delete all you want to. You can delete all you want. None of this was, I knew that back then. None of this stuff that you upload is ever deleted. So you better think twice before you upload something. I'm talking about any and everything. These people just can't wait to grab your information. I'm talking about, some of y'all think y'all grown out there and be sexting and texting and all that, you know what I'm saying? You better be careful because they got all that and you can't get it back. I'm talking about the man, whoever is in the cloud, the digital cloud. Okay? All that's kept. It ain't none of that's deleted. I don't care how. I don't care if you destroyed the original cell phone. You understand that you deleted and destroyed the cell phone. The information is stored forever, ever, 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 ever. Okay, so um, yeah, I don't play around when it comes to my safety, and when it comes to people openly threatening. Oh no, baby. No, no, no. Direct threats? No. Other people might play around like that, but I don't. And so what I was saying before is the thing about social media is do y'all remember when in school, I don't know, the teaching styles are somewhat different now, but I do recall coming up in school, we were taught writing and structuring different things, timelines, and all of that jazz. Well, you see, the beauty of social media is it's a timeline. Okay, they cannot be manipulated by anyone because it's all downloaded, yes indeed, but it's so many things that you don't even realize that your cell phone even takes. It's called uh, let me see, something around megabyte, not even megabytes, but I mean, even when you take a picture, it calculates where you're at, latitude and longitude, baby. You understand? It it just takes so much information that you would be blown away. So the thing about timelines is nobody can lie, really, if you're dealing on social media. You can't say, oh no, they always were messing with me when they weren't messing with you. They weren't talking about you. You know what I'm saying? They weren't, they it could show a pattern of what really went down. You understand? A timeline, a true timeline, not a false narrative, a true timeline. Well, why did you post a public notice? Well, go back and look at this. I'm referring to me right now. Because people will try to lie, try to twist the narrative, and then say, well, no, you always was this way. Well, you weren't saying I was this, that, and the third and before a particular incident, right? Timeline. It's a beautiful thing. And I love the fact that these knuckleheads cannot go and manipulate the digital timeline that is. They can lie to their audience. They can lie to their followers, and their followers can believe their lies. But you see, when stuff like this happens, when like this lady took her life, and now TMZ picked up the story and the investigation. See, when there's an investigation, mm-hmm. Well, they're going to follow the digital timeline. Remember that, people. No matter how these people think they can manipulate the minds of their audience, they can't manipulate that digital timeline that's going to tell the truth, and nothing but the truth. Let's continue.
You don't know what it's like. And so if you're not mentally strong enough, a lot of people would take their life over getting dog piled on this app. But it's crazy that it take tragedies for y'all to care about something, right? Because I remember when people were sending threats out to me and people was kikiing and thinking it was so funny, talking about my dead mama, talking about incest between me and my daddy, thought it was hilarious, right? But you don't know what I am mentally. Thank God I'm in a good place mentally and I don't take this serious. But if I was, that would be a lot on somebody. That would be a lot on somebody mentally. But y'all don't care until it's too late, until the tragedy has to occur, right? Until something bad has to happen. That's why I don't take y'all but so serious when y'all act like y'all so concerned about these tragedies. Because if you care so much, you try to prevent them. You wouldn't be part of the people who ha ha and kiki when you see messed up stuff going on this app. The fact that Nosy Bystander has been part of so many creators being dogpiled on, lying on creators, and then now that it's on her, she want to go running off the app and take a break. No, you need to come back and take exactly what you've been given and get your karma. Rest in peace to Rizzy. It takes these unfortunate tragedies for us to
It takes a lot of unfortunate tragedy, especially when people they get beside themselves because they get a little fake fame, right? Because it's all fake, right? Because when the law comes, it's all fake. They don't want it no more because they go to hide, right? And that's what these content creators are doing, that were thinking it was a game, thought it was funny, that they can just make up lies and call people out their names and say people are this and that and the third when they weren't.
Don't let Nosy fool you. She was never just a bystander. I thought the people at the facility had got a hold of you, girl. No, that was definitely you. But when the car not paid, discrepancies happen, boo. Go ahead. Was that you? Well, no, that was HB. It said like doo-doo. Like, listen, Rizzy is on paid minutes, so I want to be able to talk. She ain't even paid. On free minutes before 6 p.m. And I want to be able to talk to Rizzy without people cussing her out or her cussing them out. No story is in.
Pause for the cause. We got a question. They bullied her until she took her life on a live stream. You understand? She unalived herself by hanging. So, it this is 2025. It's over for y'all. Better take note. It's 2025. We getting ready to step into 2026, right? All that being incognito, right? On these internet streets, hiding behind fake files and VPNs and all that is bullying people. I'm not talking about jonesing. I'm not talking about roasting. I'm talking about just bullying people, like telling themselves, like these people did. They literally use that terminology, right? It's over. Now, I don't want to scare you. Joneses and cracking jokes and all. That's all. It just. But literally tell somebody to go unalive themselves, baby, you gonna catch a charge. You gonna catch a charge. I'm trying to let you know. You gonna catch us. Let me tell you something. Trump can't do nothing because he his damn self was just over here just Jones and cracking about Rob whatever his name is. We just talked about him earlier. The man and his wife just got throats sliced by their son. Trump can't. If you a president, you gotta set the stage. Just like parents, you got to set the standard. You can't say it. You can't have your cake and eat it too. Like you. Let me put this up here so people can know what I'm talking about. Can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't say, don't talk about Charlie Kirk, but then you go talk about somebody else that has passed away white because you don't like them. It's a lot of people like that, double standard ass people. Double standard ass people around this camp. You understand? So Trump he ain't legit. Well, I ain't never said he was legit, but you got some tap dancing folks say no, you can't. You understand? Important enough where you got to talk to a person that is actively in the
mental health facility seeking treatment. They were forced to delete TikTok just so you can get some sort of answers. Only people messy talk and messy talk's rhythm, right? Recappers, the people being messy, the streamers, the recruiters, people who bring it. The only people who fuck up the rhythm is people who pocket watch. And the moment that pocket watchers get clocked sooner, the better off messy talk as a collective will be. But don't let Nosy fool you.
Okay. Didn't hear what they saying about Nosy. Let's hear what Nosy had to say, because she came on like clutching her pearls, like she was so devastated, and she done teased and pulled somebody into unalive and going 6 feet under.
We need to talk about the interview I did with a young lady who unfortunately took her life over this past weekend. Now, the interview that I had did with Rizzy, it was in regards to her friend and a trip to Miami. Now, they had a falling out on that trip to Miami, and it was a trending story, and that's why we discussed it. Now, in that interview, we talked about a lot of the trip's caveats, including money, hotel stays, etc. Now, the interview is floating around, and somehow there's a narrative being shaped that she was being cyberbullied by me. I want to make it very clear that I've only interviewed her one time about that story because that story was trending. And I think it is absolutely dangerous to spread narratives like that in regard to somebody's untimely passing. From October until now, I don't know what happened between Rizzy and her friendships that made her take her own life. I literally don't know. Unfortunately, I don't know. And I understand that a lot of people come to my page because they want answers to stories. Because I'm only one person, I just cannot keep every single storyline that occurs on the internet. And I'm very sorry to her and her family and to her friends who love her and miss her dearly. Sorry. I truly, truly, truly wish I had answers for you guys about what happened. I don't, and I can't. And if that is a reason as to be upset and angry in the landscape that we're now, I understand that. I don't have those answers. And now, because of the way the story is being shaped, I need to take a break from the internet. I'm going to be back with the news at some point, some point in time. I just wish I knew when. And again,
I mean, and she got a large platform, y'all. Huge. Always talking about somebody. Now she need a break. She need a break because she's running. She's running. She's trying to run for the hills, trying to hide. That's why she need a break. You know, when she was laughing, giggling, when it was funny, when she thought, I'm big out here on these TikToks. It was all Gucci. It was cool. Right? Need a break. Now she want to run. That's right. Now she want to run. Let's
condolences.
Let me see. No, sister, go on, take your break.
Hi. It came to my attention that you're trying to change. When I first learned what happened to Rizzy, no person that I kept seeing get drug into it and get brought up. Now, this has actually taught me that Nosy blocked me for what I don't know because she used to follow me. But say this, seeing her as such a main topic in this conversation, I don't think is very fair. And I think it's actually taking away from a lot of the main points of what actually to this girl. But hear me when I say this. Is Nosy? Absolutely the hell not. She 100,000% shares a little bit of the blame for what has happened to Rizzy. Nosy hosted a live with Rizzy on the panel, speaking to her while Rizzy was actively in a mental health facility, laughing at her for...
First and foremost, Nosy is grown. Nosy has a large platform. Had it been me, I'm just, I know I'm older than her, but still, I was mature when I was younger. You understand? When you giving that much responsibility over people, you don't know what people's mindset are. Why they follow you, what it is they like about you. You just don't know. But if somebody, you doing a live, I mean, you have an open panel like they do over on TikTok, and people come up on your panel. You done interviewed this girl before. You know she is shaky. She unstable. And she literally tells you she's checked in at that current time of that live stream you're doing, and you done pulled her up, and she says to you, "I'm in a mental health facility." I respectfully tell her, "I wish you well, but at this time, I don't think it's best for you to be on my panel. And so I'm going to respectfully drop you. And once you check out and get well, please grace us with your presence." Do you understand me? You don't invite nobody up when they in the midst of getting treatment for their mental health, they stability in this crazy world. You just don't do it. Not for not one view. You understand me? Not for one view do you do that. You gracefully drop them. Show them the exit, sweet and nice. Like she already on the edge. Y'all don't know that don't push me, 'cause I'm close to y'all know that song. Y'all young. I know a lot of y'all probably young. Mm-hmm. Y'all don't know nothing about being on the edge of life. Don't push me, 'cause I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. It's like a jungle sometimes. Makes me wonder how I keep them going under. You don't push nobody when they close to the edge. You understand? Y'all youngsters gonna learn. It's just something different about y'all. It's something different about the children after Gen X, but that's a whole different story. It's a whole different. It's something different about y'all. Y'all think everything's a damn game. Yeah, but y'all gonna learn today. If you don't learn from this platform, you probably might be a learner of the hard knock life, because you're gonna have to get that hard head bust open and see yourself in these type of predicaments. You understand me?
Being in the mental health facility, cracking jokes on her, talking to this girl from the mental health facility. If you watch that clip of Nosy doing this interview while she was in the mental health facility, and you still sit here and think that, oh no, Nosy doesn't deserve to be drugged into this, you're delusional. You're absolutely delusional. What common sense having human being with any little teensy bit of amount of empathy and humanity thinks that it is logically a good idea to speak to someone while they are inside of a mental health facility? Do I think that Nosy needs to be held accountable for her part that she played? Yes. Absolutely. Because like I said, that was disgusting. Is Nosy a victim here? Absolutely not. And anyone who is trying to frame that narrative is crazily delusional. But there's characters here at play much larger that did much darker things. Heartbreaker told Rizzy to her face multiple times to off herself and laughed about it. Laughed about how miserable her life was. And mind you, Heartbreaker is someone that Rizzy confided in. Someone that Rizzy actually trusted and liked and wanted to be around, wanted to talk to. The whole time this lady is telling her to off herself, downplaying her mental health, downplaying her sexual assault, questioning whether it even happened or not. Like, that's what needs to be talked about. Because if this was my family,
I gotta pause her there, because this woman Heartbreaker that she's bringing up, I talked about her before, and how this woman Heartbreaker claimed that she had been SA, right? Telling you, her people be hurting people, and when she came to the internet, and she got drugged through the mud. You understand? So she now is hurt and feels no sympathy, no empathy for no one. I'm telling you, this internet can create monsters, and she feels no empathy, no sympathy for anyone, and so she got dragged through the mud, and so she felt that she can drag this young girl through the mud. It's sad.
I would not rest until Heartbreaker and a few others that part in these conversations of telling her to off herself, all of y'all would have to see me. If y'all not gonna see the inside of a prison cell, y'all gonna see me. When I first learned what happened to Rizzy, Nosy is the main person that I kept seeing get drug into it and get brought up. Now, this has actually taught me that Nosy blocked me for what I don't know, because she used to follow me. But I'll say this, seeing her as such a main topic in this conversation, I don't
think is very fair, and I think it's actually taking a lot of the.
So let's continue on. Let's
The
continue.
narrative. TikTok creator Nosy has spoken out following the tragic death of Rosie, a young woman Nosy previously interviewed in connection with a viral Miami trip fallout. According to Nosy, the interview took place only once and focused on a Miami trip fallout between Rosie and a friend, a story that was trending at the time. The discussion centered on logistics like money, hotel stay, travel issues. Nosy says there was no continued contact and no involvement in Rosie's life beyond that single conversation. She strongly pushed back against a growing narrative online, claiming Rosie was cyberbullied by her, calling that framing dangerous and unfair, especially in the context of an untimely death. Nosy emphasized that from October until now, she has no insight into Rosie's personal struggles, relationships, or mental health, and she cannot provide answers she simply doesn't have. Acknowledging the grief of Rosie's family and friends, Nosy expressed deep sorrow and said she wishes she could offer clarity, but cannot. She also noted the pressure creators face. Audiences expect them to track and explain every internet storyline. Due to the emotional toll and misinformation spreading, Nosy announced she is stepping away from the internet for now.
Yeah.
Plans to return at a later time.
Right now, focus primarily on my mental health and my
you better
to her family.
You better step away. Look here. I wanted to bring you all this update. I know it's late and you are out and about doing what you want to do, and some of y'all, keeping a Sabbath, what have you. I just thought it was important to bring you this update. I'm trying to tell you, don't let nobody play with you in your face or on these brothers and sisters. You understand? Don't let them play with your image, your reputation. Don't let them label you any type of way. Don't let them do it. Show them that you not no games with these devils. All right? Because they will literally watch you unalive yourself and think it's a joke. So I tell you, don't play with these demons and witches and warlocks out here, especially when it comes to your name, your reputation, and who you are as a person. Because I'm going to tell you something, I ain't going to let them play with me, especially after this and what these new rules on the internet. You understand? This new law, you want 5 years and you want to be locked up for 5 years, I'm going to let you have it coming playing with me. They need to know this is serious, y'all. These people need to know it's not a game out here no more. It's over for you. It is over for them. They want 5 years, they sure can have it playing with me.
A cyber stalker just lost their wings because the laws have changed. Most people have no idea what counts as serious crime. A cyber stalker isn't someone who's just being annoying online. Under 18 USC 2261, anyone who repeatedly uses technology, social media, messages, email, online account, harass, intimidate, monitor, or threaten you, they qualify as a cyber stalker. It doesn't matter if you never met in person. It doesn't matter if they use fake accounts. Their behavior creates fear, stress, sense of being watched. Some see that as cyber stalking. Cyber stalking as repeated DMs, someone tracking your posts, threats from burner accounts, fake profiles made to follow you, someone monitoring your online activity like it's a job. Feels like someone is digitally shadowing you. The law now treats that same way, treats physical stalking. To build a real cyber stalking case, you need digital evidence. I advise showing a pattern, repeated contact, fake screenshots, timestamps, anything that shows this wasn't a one-time event. And here's the part people don't know. Deleting messages doesn't erase digital trail. Servers, logs, backups, and subpoena. Your device may forget, but the internet does not. These cases can be handled by local police, state cybercrime units, or the FBI cyber division. Harassment crosses state lines. Yes, people absolutely get charged for this. Cyberstalking are considered internet drama. It's a prosecuted crime. Someone is convicted under the federal cyberstalking law, and add up to 5 years in a federal prison, fines, and a permanent criminal record. If a minor,
a permanent criminal, you don't want it. You don't want it. I'm trying to tell you, people, it's a new day. It's a new dawn going into 2026. And don't let these people play with you. Don't let these people on the internet streets play with your doggone emotions either. You heard me? Don't let them do it. It's a new day. It's a new day. R.I.P. Rizzy. I'm out. And much love to you all.